You can see the rose on it.
Very white.
Mm-hmm. The rest of these are pretty smooth.
So that was a super orange one. It's just got a little bit in it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that couldn't be good. Oh, or was that the super orange? I bet that was a super orange one.
Mm-hmm. Must have been. A little bit. Last one. That looks kind of rosy. The rest in?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so this is. I cleaned up pretty good. Still got dark spots inside. I bet we could put this one in for a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. I think we could.
These are diluted in water. These came out really clean. Still have some spots on them, but they're blacker than they were.
That's what you had before.
Oh.
Pretty big difference.
So that's kind of what they looked like before. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. Wow, this one's really white.
Whoa.
It's like stark white.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
This is kind of what they looked like before. They all have clay on them. And then coming out, they're like stark white. Only thing that's left are little black dirt dots that are stuck inside. And some have like a, where's that piece? So this is, it's actually pretty cool, but it's like, what do you think? It's like clay inside and rust. Not rust, but clay and iron.
Yeah, I guess so. I really have no idea.
This is actually my favorite piece so far because of that. Okay, so all the clear quartz is officially cleaned. So all of this out. This is all the clear quartz from Hogg Mountain in LaGrange, Georgia. And look how clear it all is. So while cleaning, found these pieces that were actually actually rose quartz. Not surprised. I knew we figured that there'd be other like rose quartz or smoky quartz in here because it was so hard to tell what was what. And then we did find 2 smoky quartz pieces. Look how freaking good they turned out. I mean, look at that. They're clean. Clean. This one's got a little bit of orange inside, but that's a smoky quartz. And now the clear quartz, I mean, look at this one. Just to give you an idea, look how clear these pieces turned out to be. There's not one thing in it. Nothing. So I'm curious about these larger pieces. And that's actually mica from the cleaning tray. Look at that. It's pure white, pure milk. Okay, so that is one of those. So some of these still have some yellow in them, which I love. It adds to the value of your specimen. Believe it or not, whenever there are flaws, just like this, and I wouldn't consider this a flaw by any means, actually. I think it's gorgeous. But basically how it was once explained to me was that this is how people can tell where exactly it came from. So years down the line, when you can't remember where you got a piece, or say you pass away and your kids are left with your collection, they don't know where things came from. You did, because it was in your head. But when you passed away, you didn't write it down. If they take these specimens to somebody and it has a little bit like clay or stains, it will tell you where it was at. Was it from Georgia? Was it from Madagascar? You know? So it's not a bad thing to have a little bit left over. Look at that. That's so clean. That is so clean. Do you remember what this looked like before? Did not look like that. Now check this out. There are pieces. This is just a few. Look at this. It's like glass. Glass. If I didn't know any better, I would think this is a piece of glass. It's awesome. So that's your quartz. So now what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna keep reusing the acid for a few more times until it's so dirty I don't think it's gonna do anything else. I have cleaning days, but when I'm done with it, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. So I know it was kind of hard to hear us at times. We are very soft-spoken people. So for more details, you can see it in the description below of how to dispose it and what to buy if you didn't hear exactly. And I don't think I really explained what to do, so I will explain that super quick. Hi. If you're going to get the oxalic acid, you're going to use 2 full tablespoons and water. So you're going to get an old crock pot and you're going to fill about, like they say, like half a gallon, but depending on the size of your crock pot, just save enough room for the rocks to go in. And then add the acid, stir it up a little bit, and then just use some cheap tongs, also from the thrift store. And don't use anything good. There's no reason. Do it all outside, and
wear gloves, wear a mask, wear eye protection, and just be careful. Don't do it inside. When you're done with it, pour some baking soda in there and toss it out in the rocks. That's it. Alright, so if you want to see more cleaning videos, tutorials on crafting, how to find rocks, where to find rocks, I got it all. There's lots of videos. And we also have a shelling YouTube. And so if you are into shelling, seashells, all that good stuff, cleaning them as well, tutorials, we do have that, and it's Florida shelling. That's also in the description below. Alright guys, till next time, I'll see you around. Bye.